And so far, every monster we met attacks us. Ow. Let's heal. And we also have some healing thing. Is that healing? Close to heavens? Yes, it is.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Mm-hmm. Run, Logan. Don't die. Go here. You go there. Attack. Hide. Step. I don't know. Come on. I'm getting the image. Oh, come on. So few HP, yet so powerful. Alright. Let's heal up a little. That we don't die in the next fight. They just as much as look at us. Then we can loot stuff. More elven notes, those are always nice. Get to know more from the storyteller. Garbage items. Gold. You have anything interesting? Or just normal weapons? Eh. Let's steal the mugs. Funny, I mean, at least this room doesn't really look demonic, right? Could also be just a crusading eating room, I don't know. Oh, what's so confusing is that, like, even those walls look like doors. And they have an interesting mean of enlightenment.
This is my kind of work.
Aha. That looks like a battle is just waiting. Hello? It's not. There's something. Coded note. Rumpled, soiled sheet of paper that has lain in the pocket of some forgetful cultist for a long time. Several shapes are drawn on the page. A triangle, an upside down 5-pointed star, squares, and circles. Does that help? So, we begin with a triangle, then we have an upside down 5-pointed star. How can that be upside down? But anyway. Then squares, but multiple ones, and then circles, but multiple ones. And here we have buttons with their symbols on it.
I am a very popular extraplanar hero from another planet. Why doesn't anyone here believe it?
Okay, Logan. Not really sure how to do that. And we know to change 3 with 4. But the thing is, if those notes are even, there's something in common. Anyway, we start with a triangle. Then with the upside down 5-pointed star. Then the squares. Then circles. Right. Aha! Thank you, stupid cleric. No, cultist. Cultist cleric. Same difference. Requires key. I hate doors you can't lockpick. It's an insult to our lockpicking skills.
Something wrong.
Okay. There's a... Push it in. You loot it. First, let's disable the...
This is my kind of work.
These plants look creepy and menacing. They must have come from another plane. Well,
Might be
guess the
trap,
abyss.
might be treasure. Pretty good, aren't I?
A long sword.
Fine.
Balanced defense. Okay, now we touched a book, we touched a skull. Anything left?
I feel like a
On
chosen one.
Logan.
This is my kind of
See
work.
anything. Perception,
Let's see what
don't
we can
fail
do.
me. Kenabres be damned. I think that one we know.
Should I?
Okay, let's look here. I mean, we can open the vault with that. An Intelligence tool. Board dotted with pins for displaying insects. That can't be it, right?
Here we go.
Just press 2 things and that's it? And nothing seemed to have changed. Ah. But I also don't see anything else and there's nothing else to interact with, so...
I'm here all week.
We have to leave.
I can handle it.
You could also go there. That's back. Nah.
Can't make the demons wait.
Guess here could be a passage. Just if you look at the map. But I mean, otherwise, what was so interesting in here? Do we have to play a riddle? Is that again?
Beautiful.
Okay, let's see if we can press those things again with the other note. So what we are changing is we changed 3 and 4. What's the one thing? The star becomes nothing. And another something about another one. Let's just have another look. Here, mysterious note. 3 changes place of 4. Turn the star to nothing, and behold, a star in the darkness. But a different one. So I guess they might mean that one. So just instead, let's try. We start with a triangle. Let's just try instead this star. And we change 3 and 4. So circle and square. That doesn't seem to work. Ow. Okay. Triangle. We change 3 and 4. So circle, square. And behold the different one. So the different one last. Haha. Be smart. Sometimes. Trying to. Oh wow, and we get a chest which is still locked.
This is my kind of work.
A ring of sacred touch. This attack deals additional holy damage and it heals more.
The goddess
Give it
protects
to Sosiel. Go, my friend. Okay, I would say that still was a success. I'm still confused though by this room.
Let's see what we
But
can do.
maybe. Me being confused is nothing new. I know. Let's walk around here and continue exploring. Just confused because it really looks like here are more rooms, but maybe you have to enter them through here. Anything interesting? Nope. Just want to say, so far we haven't met even a single demon or cultist.
Prepare yourself.
Endure this.
So far, there hasn't been any changes. Loot, everything. I mean, they won't need it anymore, right? It's a recipe. Cream soup with a snout. Yeah, that's a really random question. But
Pretty good, aren't I?
what's your favorite food? What's your favorite dish? And what would you love? What would be your favorite food? Of course, in this game you also have
Here we
to
go.
that everyone has a favorite dish. I don't know which dishes you can cook in this game, so for me it would be hard to be like, okay, of all the options, that would be my favorite one. And it's hard to pick just one favorite food. So it would be either... Can we just surprise you?
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Go for me,
What
you
I was wishing
look like Woljif. For me, it would be probably pizza. Pretty nice. Also like quite some Asian foods. I like Japanese vegetable pancakes called okonomiyaki. Very nice. So one of those two, I guess. Our summons are too big.
Here we go again.
Let's do it by ourselves. The Tale of Avestan. That one we found a lot in this stream. Headquarters, maps, scouting reports, mission plans. The officers will be very keen to take a look at these documents.
Is that
Can
a
I
trap?
take them? Oh, there's another book. Press it.
Damn you!
But nothing happens. You just press it and it's gone.
Don't mind me.
Go,
I feel like
Woljif.
the chosen one.
This is my kind of work.
Star knife. If I remember correctly, star knives are the favored weapon of Sarenrae.
I can handle it.
But I don't think anyone uses star knives from us. Ah, finally we have allies. Cyclops Canadier, out of my way. Cultist wearing a Deskari robe clenches his fists and glares at the servants of Baphomet blocking his path. The enemy is the gates. You must release your specimen. That is the direct order from Xantia, the Plagued One. Hear that. A woman in armor, decorated with an ox head emblem, laughs disdainfully. Her fellow believers echo her mocking laughter. Xantia, the Plagued One, gave us an order. A direct order. He said that to you, did he? You open it then. Go on, I won't stop you. Open the cage and we'll stand back and watch that beast bite your locust-filled head off. Now isn't the time for your petty grievances. I made myself clear the first time. We have been invaded. The enemies are inside the Ivory Sanctum. They'll be here any moment. The enemies have been here for a long time already. The Templar barks, and the cultist steps back in surprise. You came into our Ivory Sanctum, setting yourself up at the Master, sullying the place with your experiments. Do you know what this room used to be? A hall of converts, a monument to our greatest victories. The portrait of our former enemies who switched to Lord Baphomet's side used to hang here. We kept their armor and their corrupted symbols of their pitiful godlings. But Xantia the syphilitic, a word I never heard. But Xantia the syphilitic one ordered it all to be put into storage and built a zoo in its place. There will be no sanctum left at the Crusaders. Stop! The frightened cultist points at you, but the eyes of everyone present are turned in your direction. Who goes there? I don't think I've seen you before. Ooh. If we were a trickster, which we aren't, we could say, the great Xantia Vang says for you to hide from the Crusaders in this cage. Don't be afraid, the demons won't touch you. Nice. Yeah, I think that one would also have been very fitting. Logan nods to the leader of the Templars. Jerribeth says, do it. Predator-like grins appear on the Templars' faces, and they reach for their weapons. Let's see your Xantia the Deranged Ones save you now. Traitors. Oh, that will be an easy fight. There's a distorted mythic rock. What are they doing? Look at that. Completely covered in some jewels.
Are you still here?
And it seems to be actually quite strong. Music.
Distract them from
Baby
me.
step. Beaky beak. More arrows. Is he a root?
Please help me. Someone save me.
Oh. And it didn't really take damage so far. Why? Damage reduction. Force, mirror image. Oh my. Yeah, not gonna read all of that. Still, why don't you take damage? The AC is also okay, it's 21, it should be quite easy. So Aru,
Make every strike count.
just gonna
Desna,
attack.
guide my hand.
Oh, it's taking damage. You just attack, you throw some magic missiles. And I'm gonna use Old Monster. DC 19. Will plus 14. Let's try.
God, that hurts! I'm gonna try this again.
Oh my. Okay. After several fights where I was like, ah, that's easy,
Search for the beauty within,
it was more challenging.
not your eyes.
It's Seelah. Oh.
Should I?
The struggles never
I am
cease.
here all week.
You go, Aru. It looks so violent. Alright. Oh, there's a key. Cage key. Yeah, well, I think the cages are open. Too late for that. But I gotta say, they have a knack for interior design. Just imagine how long it must have taken to get all those skull lamps installed. We are the Ivory Sanctum. We have style.
Something is not right here.
Okay, Woljif. Yeah, great. Hey, but we saved. Oh, that's another pressure plate. Ooh, there's swarmed. So I think that's Xantia. Teacher, it is the Crusaders. They're already here. The commander himself is with them. Don't be such a coward. These pathetic knuckle-draggers are powerless before the might of the great Xantia the Plagued One. The figure in the robe turns toward the cultist, who automatically takes a step back, bringing a hand to his mouth. There's no human face beneath the grey hood, just a swarm of shifting locusts. Did I not say what I would do the next half-wit to dare to call me by that ignominious moniker? You got turned into a swarm of locusts or whatever. He shakes one of his sleeves. A small swarm of locusts emerges from within it and envelops the cultist's hat. Shrieking, he tries to get them off, but they have already burrowed their way inside, turning his face into one gaping wound. The unlucky cultist continues screaming desperately for a few seconds. Then his body explodes into pieces as the locust bursts out from within. You. Come here. We still have time to complete the transformation. He beckons the demon over, and it scrambles eagerly toward the threatening-looking machines. Xantia turns to his surviving students. And all of you, do as I've taught you. Try just this once to follow my instructions to the letter. And if anyone drops another Nihedrian crystal, he will only have himself to blame for his horrific fate. Let's try to break the locust magic. You quickly realize that the wall of locusts is not magic in itself, and you cannot break it as you would a spell. I think they're actually there. So Ulbrig tries to disperse the clouds of locusts with his weapon. With deft movements, you scatter the buzzing insects into the air, creating a gap in the wall that you can pass through into the chamber. What's he doing? Demons summoned to the machine howls in pain. Paying no attention to you, Xantia Vang places crystals in the demon's body. She sends rather than see the demon change into something different. Something more frightening than before. You look closer and you realize that you've seen this type of crystal before. The magic chisel you found in Kenabres is made from the same material. And we know that's made from demon blood. It's demon blood crystals? Oh, it's demon lord blood crystals. So they're improving normal demons with demon lord blood. Xantia Vang looks at his student, only just starting to carry out the procedure on their own demons. These your rummaging dolts. Consider your lesson ended. You're working too slowly. Unchain these beasts and defend the chamber. Fight until the last. Coward. But I mean, he just killed one of them.
I swear
I'm
it.
still sometimes amazed, like, why do they work for them? What do they hope? I mean, they're in hope of power, but I mean, obviously, they just die very quickly. Let's do some. Alright. Ow. Okay, this is going worse than expected.
Time to share
Suddenly
your
fights are
treasures.
hard. Okay, Ulbrig. And we're gonna heal Ulbrig, cause I don't want him to die. Where the heck is Ivory? Huh. Attacking and still alive. That's good. That's an improvement. You heal too, and you attack.
I will resist.
That didn't look too healthy. Okay, rock. No, Ivory. Come on. Nice. Okay, we
Please,
have some
allow
attribute
me.
damage. Okay. Santiavan on the nature of demons. I think that might be important and long, but gonna read that. Grubby thumbed through pages are covered in crumbed writing. The narrow margins, the scraps of parchment stuffed between the pages, and even the spaces between the lines of text are crammed with annotations scrawled in pencil. The superstition that demons are by their very nature superior to mortals has acquired such a lasting popularity that many now consider the matter of using primitive creatures of the material plane entirely settled. And below the paragraph, genius. We may call to mind the fact that mortal souls are one of the elements which, in their totality, brought demons into being. Receptacles for souls are thus of not insignificant interest. Note in the margin, Xantia the Plagued One is questioning the foundational tenets of demonology. By conducting a basic experiment on the life transfusion of his essence of sin and the creation of strengthening charms, we can observe the transformation of material into a saturated mucus typical of... The text here has been underlined several times. Among the smudged pencil marks that obscure the text almost entirely, one annotation is visible. Must try this. Basically, was fanboying, fangirling, whatever, about evil experiments.
Is that a trap?
Let's press all those things. Haha. Okay. Unlocked another passage. But before we go there, let's look around here. Demon's blood. Another key. A bloodstain coated note. Crumpled, blood-soaked sheet of paper on which it is just possible to make out the words Chamber, Lord. Below there were 4 symbols, but only the first 2 can be seen. A 6-pointed star and a triangle. Interesting. So we have 4 symbols. And we have a 6-pointed star, 6, and a triangle. Which, interestingly enough, doesn't match any of the codes we used before. Because we just won with the triangle, with the star. Complex device combining technology and magic. The leather straps used to restrain victims look worn from frequent use. Okay, lots and lots of options to go from here.
Can't make the demons wait.
So let's start here.
This is my kind of work.
Aha. Ravager of Dead. of dread. Same difference. But that's it, what's inside here, so... I think another thing we may unlock is by standing on those pressure plates again. Here's another one. Third one.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
We need more than one.
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Let's see if there's one here. Nope. Okay, then we can just go through. We can open this one. Okay, maybe we need to stand on the pressure plates.
Oh, me?
Let me
And
help.
then press whatever that is, that round thing at the door.
What's going on here?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have two ways now. We have this one and this one. Let's take this one first, cause I don't know. Because